Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam persaudaraan, salam perjuangan. Salam Malaysia Baru, salam Melaka, berwibawa pintar, hijau bersih, saguduri, saguduri, wanakum. Sepina warmani hama kaifalakum ana bilal. Syukran maradan farid inturung mendai ciran tacau. Alright guys, today this is all about sharing section because of COVID-19. So there is no class, no meeting, no face-to-face conversation. So we should make use of this island blended learning. Could be innovative teaching method. The lecturer should able to teach you, or there is a sharing section by using all these new media. Yeah, so I'm using, it could be YouTube, this and that, right? So today's topic is about I'm talking about the subject itself, issue in modern Malaysia. So previously we are talking about virals. That is one of the articles, followed by political party in Malaysia, and it could be anything to do with the LGBT articles. And today we're going to discuss about the understanding of Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama 2030. Why 2030? Because there is a failure 2020 vision, because it could be corruption and misuse of power. I don't know, has been highlighted by the former Prime Minister of Malaysia, Tun Mahathir Mohamad, and that idea is actually his idea, right? But the current one is about Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama 2030. So what is the agenda all about? Yeah, Shared Prosperity Vision 2030 is a commitment to make Malaysia a nation that achieve sustainable growth along with fair and equal distribution across income group, ethnicity, religion and supply chains. Right, and then followed by the commitment is aimed at strengthening political stabilities, enhancing the nation prosperities, and ensuring that the rakyat is united, celebrating ethnic and cultural diversity as the foundation of the nation state. And then we should also agree with this. Yeah, Bumi Putra strengthening agenda were impacted by this problem, and support which was supposed to have been given the Bumi Putras were misused and led to the group that should not have received it. It's all about, I think, the gaps, because the government concentration is not only about Malaysian overall, but also regarding the Bumi's problems, because we realize that it could be, Bumi is still facing problem in terms of income, in terms of employment, in terms of what you call cost of living, this and that. But the idea of Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama is also how to make sure that Malay, Indian, Chinese, Sarawakian, people from Sabah, orang asli, so we will share the same common value, and also in terms of profit, in terms of income, this and that. So we should able to understand SPV 2030 target. Try to go through the article, try to understand about GDP, and then household income, HHI, pendapatan isi rumah, GDP, pendapatan keluarga dan sebagainya lah. And the principles, we also have to understand of these principles of Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama. One of the principle is the SPV 2030 goal for median household income is near between the three groups, Malay, Indian, Chinese. So what else? Well, the document said that this is something, the previous one, NEP stand for New Economic Policies. Before government create new policies or else agenda and blueprints regarding Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama 2030. They have, the previous one is NEP, which is Dasar Ekonomi Baru. Right. What about the strategies? There is a strategies the government consider, right? Bumi Putra outcome keberhasilan Bumi Putra. Bumi Putra outcome needs to be given priorities, yeah, systematically in every strategy. Exactly. So yeah, kerajaan keep on telling the Bumi Putra, yeah. So they have their own view on that. Well, what a summary. Prime Minister Tun Mahathir launched today the Pakatan Harapan government's roadmap for Malaysian to progress as a nation towards become a real ASEAN tiger on more within a span of just 10 years. 10 years from last year or this year lah, 2020. So, oh yeah, exactly 2020. Then plus with 10 years, it's going to be 2030. Exactly. So what happened to Pakatan? Hi, bye. Alright. We don't know what will happen after this. It could be after PRU 15, Pakatan will come back, or else BN Perikatan Nasional will collapse. We don't know. Whatever things, we are not going to bother about the government. We are concentrate more to the government of the day. So currently, Perikatan Nasional is taking over the government, ruling the country. So what is the idea? The main aim of shared Prosperity's vision (SPV) is to provide decent living standards to all Malaysian. Yeah. So this to reach this goal, the Pakatan Harapan government has outlined three key objectives. First one, what is that? Build Malaysian to be united. Yeah, exactly. And when we talk about ASEAN Tiger, so unite as a Malaysian and work together to achieve the target. Yeah. Second is to address the income gap, so not one is left behind. Exactly, Malay, Indian, Chinese. Yeah. So we have to make sure that fair and equality is there, fairness, this and that. Yeah. Restructuring the economy to be knowledgeable base at all group can participate in at all level and develop together to be more progressive. Exactly, because you have to bear in mind which is to make sure we achieve the target of Vision 2030. We should produce our teenagers, adolescents, university students, Malaysian, 60% of them are really knowledgeable or degree holders. For instance, you should have a skill base. It's not theoretical, more to a theoretical subject or something. So you should have this what they call technical subject. Could be industry 4.0, 5G, something to do with robotic instruments, advanced skills, animation, could be something to do with all this ICT, this and that. So that's why we need those people like knowledgeable in skill based, right? What else? Yeah. Right. I think you can go through the articles and hopefully you can study. Nowadays we have all the instruments. For instance, we have Google, we have a database, we have various database. So it's all about you. If you want to learn something, not necessarily you have to concentrate towards hoping that your lecturer will give you everything. So other things that you can do is access to the new media, instrument, gadget, Google, and look for from YouTube, various scholars from different university, Harvard Business Schools. It could be from any other scholars. You can go through the video on YouTube. You can learn from them, and also you can access the current evidence from the Ministry of Malaysian, our system cell. So we have our ministers and ministry. You can access to the portal, and hopefully you can come out. You can get the information. Now for this paper, I think for the article itself, normally it could be, let's say there's a question for midterm and final. First thing you have to understand what is the basic understanding of Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama 2030, right? What 5W 1H, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. So and who's the minister? What is the idea? What is the purpose of SPV 2030 target? Yeah, this SPV in English. In bahasa Melayu adalah Wawasan Kemakmuran Bersama. right? And then the principles, and try to understand something the contribution of the government towards the Bumi Putras, and also for those Malaysian, yeah, fair and equally, this and that. So you understand what I'm saying? How to score the paper? You should have passed your questions. Midterm final, you should read the articles and come up with your own, it could be strategies, keynotes, yeah, and then discuss with your colleagues, your friends, and be friendly, respect the lecturer. With that, syukran dan terima kasih. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.